this morning with the sun coming up over the trees down. John, what direction is that down there?
So
that'd be the east. Yeah, the east.
It is towards the east, but also it's upstream, so everything obviously flowing down this way.
Yep.
So many Mildura 100s we've started from this location here over the years over Easter. Our power sports promotion is something that if you've not been to the region before, it's something to come down and have a look at. We run about 4 or 5 events that are all glued, that are motorsport events, a drag meet, a supercross meeting, the boats, and a raft of other things that we also hold. So sounds like we're about ready to get into racing, guys. Let's get started with our juniors this morning.
All right, first out is Attitude, Tuff Luck, a Little Nutz and Fugitive. So we will get ready for race number 1 for the Land Transport National Drivers Championship for our juniors. The future of powerboat racing, and don't be surprised in 10 or 15 years' time, you see some of these kids behind the wheel of forced induction boats or some tunnel boats. They will take the big steps during their career, but this is where it all begins with Formula Future. J1s, J2s and J3s. The J1s, the smaller class, the first category for a young driver, a 6.6 engine on the back of their little boats. Then they step up to the J2s, a 9.9, and then once they get to, I believe it's 12, they can move up to the J3s, which are the 15 horsepowers. And then if you still like the little boats, you can take the little bit of a jump up to a 25 horsepower, who are also on display here at the Sunraysia Spectacular for 2025. Race underway and down into the corner for the first time. We'll pick them up on their way back.
Down at the DTG down there, Mayhem's put out some bubble blow and stuff. Information for their boat and everything else. It's all for the kids, so sometimes during the day the kids.
So we've got a big race on our hands at the moment as they go down the back straight for the first time. I can see that's JD Land in second place. A Little Nutz. I think that's Maxie Cameron out there.
Well, we've got Land Transport on duty today with Tuff Luck out there at the moment. JD Land in the seat, so having a good old pedal. Land Transport, they've got a few boats on offer this weekend and plenty of merchandise to go with it.
Certainly do. Look at this race here as they come across the line to reel off lap number 2. I think that's 007.
It is the 007. It is indeed.
That's Little Fugitive, is it?
Fugitive is the orange one.
the orange one.
086.
So that is Flynn Walker coming past. But a great battle up the front there. And JD Land just slipping back now about 10, 15 metres off the stern of that boat in front. Who's got the best attitude as they come down the back straight here? You can see the boat out in front flying across the top of the water. Not much of that hull making contact with the water at the moment, which is what you want. The less hull in the water, the less drag there is. And drag equals friction. So that you can lessen the friction, the faster the boat will go across the top of the water. But then they start to develop a problem with porpoising, where the front of the boat likes to bob up and down. These guys and girls do not have any automatic trim on board the boats. They must shift their body to settle the boat down. Now you can see that boat out in front perfectly set up and balanced as he comes across the line. 1 lap to go here for race number 1 for our juniors.
The Attitude out there racing away. Owner Peter Millington and the driver Lucas behind the wheel. The crew's mum and dad doing a great old job. Mercury 15 horsepower. The hull is a Medill and the sponsors are Arcadia Transport, Watertight Plumbing, and great achievement. First place at the recent Windsor Spectacular is up there at the best. Home state, New South Wales, and the favourite course, and I love this course, it's Dargle. So 6 years racing, and he's a plumber. So good on the attitude out there and having a real crack. So good to see. And then the Tough Luck, JD Land behind the wheel, the crews, Ben, Bill and Shez. So well done to the crew. Need a good crew. 15 horsepower. Home club is the VSBC, and it is a wing design boat. So good on that. And as I said, Land Transport is sponsoring the juniors this weekend, and a big shout out to them. They have a big merchandise tent, which they needed a truckload of stuff to bring in, and they brought it all with them. So good on Land Transport.
Well, there's your checkered flag, boys, and completion of that one.
J63 coming across in third. And I think this is Flynn Walker coming out now to finish. That's Fugitive, yep. Coming across the line now to accept the checkered flag. So race 1 for round number 2 of the Land Transport National Drivers' Championship for our juniors. One and done. So straight away, we've got the next heat ready to go. And this is what I love about the juniors. Sometimes they show up the parents and the other adult racers at a race meeting. They are super switched on, these kids. They are itching to get out there. You can see Crackerjack out there. It's Poison Ivy down from the Queensland or the Gold Coast Powerboat and Sports Club. You see Stuart Artie down there and looking after his granddaughter, Ivy. Because Ivy has been running now for about 12 months and has now stepped up into the 15 horsepower category. Who else do we have out there? Little Fugitive. So this one should be Crackerjack, Intruder, Sure Play. She's a rival.